guys, it's me, Sarah. This is going to be a video about a little adventure that my mom and I went out on today, and I guess I kind of just felt the need to share it because I was talking to my dad, and he basically told me I was the one that encouraged him to do what my mom and I are going to do in this video that I show you, and I just thought it was really cool that this was her first time, and I wish I had chronicled my dad's first time as well. That probably sounds really gross and vague because you're like, what the hell is she talking about? But basically it's voting, because today is voting day or election day in the US, so this is the day we vote for president. And I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool, and I thought it was kind of interesting, and so I asked her a few questions, and we kind of talk about it, and yeah, and some not so great detail. Okay, hi guys, so we are going to vote. It is election day in the US, and it's really exciting.
You are American, why you look like some country.
So my mom, this is the first time I'm telling her actually that I post videos on YouTube. She has no idea that I post videos on the internet and that people watch them. So, yeah, Mom, did you know that?
What?
That I videotape and post videos and people watch them on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, see? So she had no idea.
Why are you going to do that way? No.
Anyway, so that's a reaction. Don't do that, she said. Anyway, so Daddy knows about it. Yeah. Anyway, so we're in the car. We are on our way to our voting, selective voting location. And this, Mom, how old are you? This is my mom. Here she is. Isn't she cute?
I don't know my age.
Hey, you don't know your age?
Maybe 53.
Okay. She says maybe she's 53. Something like that. Mom, how long have you been an American citizen?
Since 1983.
1983. So, what is that? That's almost 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, she's been an American most of her life. And how many times have you voted for the president, Mommy? She's never voted before.
This is her
This is her first time voting ever. And actually, when I was 19, I went with my dad to vote for the president for that election in 2005, 2000, I can't remember, 2004. And that was the first time my dad had ever voted for the president too. So I've been with my parents both times. It was their first time voting ever. And yeah, so I'm just going to go help her because she's never gone before, and actually I'm going to go vote now too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to vote, and she's going to watch me so she knows what to do, because I'm a little concerned she is going to do the wrong thing. So, yeah. Mommy, you excited?
Yeah, my first time vote, so.
Yeah. And when did you register to vote? I think she registered to vote like literally the last day you could register to vote. So she's a last-minute person, and yeah. So you'll see us when we come out, and we'll have our little I voted stickers. Okay, so it's much darker now because it is about an hour and a half later than when we arrived here to vote. It's very cold outside. Lots of people waited in line.
You say hour and a half?
And yeah, it was about an hour and a half. Uh-oh, watch out. Mom, where did you go? Okay. So now we're kind of lost. Anyway, so
I'm gonna shortcut. Oh no.
So yeah, we've been here forever waiting to vote in line.
Oh
and
my goodness. Watching.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Anyway, so yeah, so we've been here forever waiting to vote. We've been here for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours waiting. And
oh my God.
Now we are trying to go home if we can get through traffic. So yeah, so my mom voted for the first time. Mommy, how do you feel?
I feel like a human.
Like you have human rights, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it was very cool. We met a lot of people. There was one man behind us. He was 84 years old, about to turn 85, and he was very funny, and he knew everyone. Everybody knew him. He was shaking hands. I mean, it was like he was the president, kind of. So, yeah, we met a lot of friendly people, and all in all, despite the fact that I hate waiting in lines because I just hate it,
what do you mean,
it wasn't so bad.
That's 2 hours.
Was it 2 hours?
You got there in that time. Take a look at it. What time are you starting?
Okay. She's telling me it was 2 hours.
Just
so
2 hours.
I guess it was 2 hours. We were there for a long time, basically. Not as long as most people, I'm sure, would have to wait. But we were there for quite some time.
What happened then?
And there were lots of people. I don't know, Mom. There were lots of people waiting to vote, and there were people that were even waiting outside in the cold, handing out like sample ballots to everyone so we could be reminded of who we're supposed to vote for if we're affiliated with a certain party. So, yeah, that's voting day. Oh, and we all got our stickers. I voted. She voted. Yay! Okay, bye guys. All in all, we waited for 2 hours in line to vote. And that is quite a long time. I have never, this is my third time voting. Both the times prior to that, I did not wait in line. I was immediately sent through, cast my ballot, and then I got to go. So that was kind of shocking to me to have waited in line for 2 hours in a building I've been in before, by the way, because it was actually a school that I went to when I was younger. So I was a little surprised. I guess I shouldn't have been, because I know there's been a lot of news coverage talking about it being the closest race in a long while, and that voter turnout this year was going to be unbelievably amazing and incredible compared to how it's been in the past, which has not been that great. So I think that was kind of cool and interesting, and I'm happy that it's becoming that way, and at the same time I was a little annoyed because I hate waiting in line, so it made it that much worse having to wait in a line. But the people that were surrounding us, or that were in the line with us, around us, were kind of cool, so it was nice. We had an older man behind us who was 84 years old, and he'd lived in this area since like 1941, I think he said. So he'd been living here for quite some time, and he was super duper nice, and yeah, so we had a good time chatting with him. There was a woman behind him who was a veterinarian, and she'd been talking about her experience, and she was actually pregnant too. So, and her husband came and got their other son, who she had with her originally, and so that was kind of good that she didn't have to worry about her son while she's waiting in line and she's tired, and you know. Anyhow, so, and then the people in front of us, I think we had a school nurse who was waiting in line in front of us, and then there was another girl who, she was really young, and it was her first time voting, so we all kind of like got together and started chatting, and we were just like a one big happy family. But we were all excited, and it was just good. Normally I'm not, like I said, normally I'm not happy about waiting in line, but it wasn't that bad. And 2 hours, we came up with a lot of cheesy things to say. So the way they had routed the line, we were in one section of the school at some point, and then we were going down a hallway, and at some point we were going through double doors, and I was like, oh, we're going through the double doors, so it kind of became a thing for us. And at some point, one of the ladies, she cracked me up. She was like, hey, we've turned a corner, and I was like, how long have you waiting to say that? Because we were probably waiting, she's probably waiting about 45 minutes to say that, because we actually saw a corner you could turn, so never mind. Really bad joke, but it was really funny at the time. Anyway, guess I had to be there. Yeah, so this is basically what happened to us. And actually, currently, my sister is waiting in line to vote. She's been waiting for about 30 minutes now, and she'll be probably waiting a lot longer than my mom and I did, because the line is much longer now than it was before. And we normally don't have much problems with finding parking, or I've never had a problem finding parking. Again, I never had to wait in line before, but this time we actually had to park out on the street, which is, that was a little strange, having to park out on the street. I know there are some apartments across the street from the school that I voted at, and there were lots of people trying to park in there, and there were some people who were actually waiting at the apartment saying, no, you can't park in here because this is where residents live. That's not okay. So, yeah, it was a little irritating, but yeah, I feel very proud that I voted. I'm really proud of my mom that she decided and felt passionate enough to vote. On the other hand, I do have a really close friend who is not passionate about either candidate, and she exercised her right not to vote. So that's really, I don't know. I just think it's interesting how everybody feels differently about different things and different issues that are going on within the country, and express themselves in different ways. And how they feel about it. So I just thought this would be a really good thing to share with you all, and I hope you enjoyed it because I did. So I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.